Off play action, Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A nice completion there for the first down. And Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week one. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, had his team on the brink of playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day one.
Antonio. Brown can wreak havoc in so many ways. Here he's able to cause a PI penalty.
He runs at defensive backs with such speed and power. I think it creates panic on their end, and a lot of times they just reach out and grab him, and that's the result there. A pass interference call.
No gain on the play, and it's going to be second and goal. Montgomery. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery taking it in from a yard out. And the Bears are on the board here first in the season opener. Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On 2nd and 1, Stafford. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Off the fake to Akers, here's Stafford. This one brought in by Jefferson. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 39-yard line.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
On 1st down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Khalil Mack came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
You say Khalil Mack and offensive coordinators get very, very nervous, and there's another example of exactly why. 9 sacks in 2020. He's been named to 6 consecutive Pro Bowls and been an All-Pro in 2 of the previous 3 seasons in Chicago.
Oh, a nice catch by Kupp. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 39.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
Roquan Smith, the Bears' leading tackler last year, up to make the play. Off of play action, here's Stafford. Rolling to his right. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 19. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll run on first down with Akers. And he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage with a penalty flag down. This might push him back further. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. To throw is Stafford. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. That's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
36-yard line.
On second down, Montgomery. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That second down play nets a -4. Throwing on third down, Fields. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the inning, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Stafford's throw here, hauled in by Kupp. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play that time on the... Catch and run. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw, Stafford. Being chased out left. And this is taken in by the tight end, Bryson Hopkins. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Keep in mind they can still get a first down here as they come up on 2nd and inches. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Throwing is Stafford. And he's got it. That's caught for a Ram touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Graham, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked.
Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he's got room. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, 69 yards. And the have taken the lead. Santos now to add the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, Stafford here. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, the headline, the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Bilal Nichols. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. So we've reached... All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Taking it about the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half. So make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps. But above all, play your game.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Forced out to his left. He completes it to Baker. 20. Touchdown, LA. Odell Beckham. Are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Stafford's going to try and throw for it. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. They didn't want the tie. They roll the dice and they take the lead.
That felt like a tone setter, didn't it? Forget tying the ball game and feeling like we're just hanging with you. We're going to go ahead and push it to a 1-point lead, and that just changes the complexion of the whole game.
And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big...
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Jalen Ramsey with a sack on the corner blitz.
And in 2020, this year... defenses in the NFL. They can bring a lot of heat with their pass rush. As a group, they finished with 53 sacks last season, second only to the Steelers' 56, and a lot of it was interior pressure.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Another completion there, and you think about the draft back in the spring. He's selected in the first round, getting the start here, as we mentioned, in week 1. It's got to be quite a whirlwind for a young quarterback.
Absolutely, because going in the first round, people are going to clamor for you to be the starter right away, but many teams want you to get your feet wet first, maybe just kind of hang out behind a veteran starter. In this case, though, he ascended right to the top role, and I know he's excited about the opportunity.
Oh, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep, try to throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
This will be caught by Brown. Yeah, he needed to get to the midfield strike, but he can't do it. He's about a yard short. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. 49 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, so much for being backed up against their goal line to start the drive. He gave some breathing room and then some. I think the defense really got caught thinking safety, trying to stack the line of scrimmage. And oftentimes, if you can get past the initial grouping, there's a lot of room to run. The defense actually fortunate.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation, and they will score a pick 6. Touchdown. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And that is caught for the 2 points. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that. Disjointed.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Stafford here, coming off his pick 6. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there, as that's batted down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. They'll roll him out right. Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football. Down to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. 2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Here's Fields. His throw incomplete.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Santos' kick is up and through, and that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. Here comes Matthew Stafford now to lead his offense back out there. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
3 down. Watch 8-9. Watch 8-9. He's yours.
Now it's Stafford. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Eddie Goldman with a sack.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
From his end zone, Stafford on 3rd and long. And he's going to come up well shy of the 1st here as the tackle's made right around the 12. They snap it to Stafford. On the move to his left. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Khalil Mack, his 2nd sack of the night. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Stafford, that's out to the flat for Akers. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. So 8 yards on the completion there. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
I want to go back to something you said in the 1st quarter.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? this definitely qualifies.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Graham, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
So a nice throw there. And, CD, I have to think you've been impressed with what you've seen thus far here in his debut.
You know me well. I have been impressed because what I've seen is him starting to understand how to play the game in a short amount of time. The dazzling plays, they'll come and with experience. But right now, we're seeing him handle the game, make all the smart plays, and the right reads. Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Gonna let one fly for Robinson, and unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. On 1st and 10, Stafford. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Play action. Stafford. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 56 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now a play fake it at Stafford. And his throw is incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
Stafford on 3rd down. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. He'll buy some time right. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He was he's out there waving his arms. When you get a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Steps away to his left, and he rifles one incomplete. This pass rush, they've been excellent all game long, and another example of it right there in the closing moment.
Not only with the pass rush, but how well they're coached, because if you don't quite get there, get to the quarterback, get your hands up into the passing lane, and knock it away as we just saw there.
Stafford now to throw. Buying time to his left. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
I'm starting to wonder here, are they trying to prevent winning? Because right now, they're laying back and they're picking them apart, moving the ball downfield. I think they got to start bringing a little pressure towards the quarterback.
What an opening weekend it's been already. Could the best finish be coming here on Sunday night? We'll find out as we come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Now it's Stafford. Sliding out of the pocket. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving. But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Stafford dancing to his left. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Now Stafford. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, over-excited, and blow an assignment and give up the big 1st down.
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll put it out to the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and making an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Now, one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. It's going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Los Angeles, it's a victory for Matthew Stafford in his first game as a member of someone other than the Lions.
Coming up from the crossroads of America, we'll see talented young backs in Cam Akers and Jonathan Taylor. The Rams and the Colts are full steam ahead, and they're headed your way next.
Here's Isaiah Rodgers to return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. 30. 10. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Colts. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for a team that just scored, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bold, and they're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain. But all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
On first down at Stafford. Being chased out left. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. The Charles, first drive here, a little safe completion underneath, maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
Eluding the pressure right. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On fourth down, Stafford forced out to his left. This one brought in by Jefferson. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. Throwing on first is Wentz. Flush to his right. And Wentz going to slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. On the stop was Aaron Donald. Well, this defense for the Rams, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
There's a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good...
Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. He's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? Or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find out.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. He completes it to Beckham. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll fake it. Now Stafford out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Done. Dante Fowler. A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17. Another try after the first down sack. Stafford, he'll let it go deep for Beckham. And got his man complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. So after the big play, look at this. All the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Jefferson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Rodgers on the return. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
The numbers for him from a week ago, 24 carries, 97 yards. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
They've got a nice scheme going right now, and they run the football pretty well. In fact, I was talking with him on the field before the game, and he said he's starting to hear from the guys ahead of him on the rushing yardage total, and they want to know if he's going to jump up there and join them at the top of the list.
Now Wentz on third down. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he is going to have the Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Another nice move. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor. 60 yards. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Now Blankenship on for the PAT. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This one taken just inside the 10. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Getting set to go again, Matthew Stafford trots back onto the field. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
Maybe you're also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Stafford. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep with the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
On first down, Akers. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 2nd and 9, Stafford. It's caught by OBJ.
Come on, fellas.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
They'll run on first down. Akers. And he gets it down to the 32. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Rams.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Stafford on first down. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Odell Beckham, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams are now just a 2-point conversion away from tying this thing up. Stafford's going to try and throw for it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Wentz now on first down. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the run.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, LA. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
So a big play there. Not only the fumble return for the touchdown, then they get the 2-point try. And, you know, for the defense, though, they were just over there sitting on the field. They had to rush out to try to defend that.
You know, it's funny. They actually practice situations that they call sudden change when the team turns it over. I'll guarantee you no one practices a fumble return for a touchdown like that, and now someone goes for 2. Really good strategy by them putting them in that situation.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. A'Shawn Robinson, too much to handle that time. Gets the sack.
And this Indianapolis offensive line is one of the best in the business. Also, one of the toughest. They only gave up 21 sacks in 2020. The second. Lowest total in the NFL. Surprisingly, they've already given up 2 in this game.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. On third down, here's Taylor. Big hold of the 30, and he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Play action. Stafford rolling to his left. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now a play fake it at Stafford. Steps away. To Michel on the dump off. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Throwing on third down, Stafford rolling to his right. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. To the air again, Stafford. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Julian Blackmon. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. Wentz's throw complete here to Doyle. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Throwing now is Wentz. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. Blankenship's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. We now proceed to the start of the second half.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But
the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. Matthew Stafford and the rest of the Rams offense set to take over once more.
And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter.
2nd and 10. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole that closed there quickly at the end. Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Flushed out right.
He'll dump this off to Akers.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
3rd and short, and they decided not to run for it, and he's able to escape the pressure, finds a clear throwing lane outside the pocket, gets the completion, and picks up the first down.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford on the move to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Steps away to his left. The ball comes out, and this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll roll him out right. He's converged on quickly, and I don't think he got the first down. He did not. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. On 1st down, Wentz.
He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 14. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down in the hands of the wrong team.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Akers.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
47 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 1st down, Akers. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
They're going with Beckham on the end around.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
They'll run on first down. Akers. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. Tackle made by Grover Stewart. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Going right back to Akers. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Back to throw. Stafford. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Decision made for Sean McVay. They're going to go for it. They snap it to Stafford. That's to his running back, complete. And he is trying to get to the marker. Going to depend on his spot, but I'm not sure he got there, and he did not. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 43. A pass there over the middle to start things out. Back now in Indianapolis. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Now Wentz. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. On first down, Akers. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Stafford. And that is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
The Rams on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Here's Stafford. And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild, and at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. 4th quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it, but you know every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. Wentz now on first down. And his pass incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, You definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick six territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wentz escaping the pressure right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Wentz going to throw. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting. And
he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. Now after the sack, Wentz and the Colts, they're left looking at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Blankenship's kick is good. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the 4th. So add 3. All told, after the safety, it's a 5-point swing. That could have turned out much worse.
Well, you don't want to say no harm, no foul, but I do believe you're right. A 9-point swing hurts. 5 points, much more manageable, especially in a tight game like this.
Here comes Matthew Stafford now to lead his offense back out there. It's a pretty simple formula, Charles. A field goal, all you need, that wins you the game.
And the most confident guys going out on the field to direct their teams, they've probably already talked to their kicker before they went out and let him know, don't worry, you got a chance to be a hero in this one. I'll set you up, you just knock it through the post. His plan, get the team downfield and get them into position. They've gone over it many times in practice. That's how he's going to approach it.
And now on the sideline, everyone stay away from the kicker. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first. And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford out to his left. He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Off of play action, here's Stafford. Rolling to his left. He completes it to Beckham. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. Now Stafford. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. I believe this is going to be a first down. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's first and goal. Stafford buying time to his left. And he's got it. That catch good for only a couple. Stafford barking out signals and trying to get his guys set quickly. Stafford now to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Matthew Stafford with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Rams are going to jump back in front. Now Stafford. And he is into the end zone as that pushes the lead up to 6. And the formula there on the two-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
So now Wentz and the Colts offense down by 6. A little over a minute and a half remaining. Now Wentz. Finding Pascal. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. And we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game. Pass complete to Hines. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling. Wentz to throw. Throws this one right side to Pascal. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Back to throw. Wentz. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he's in for the touchdown. And barring a miracle, the extra point can win this football game. So they're not home yet. Still a critical extra point here to break the tie. And they have got the lead. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it's capped off by the touchdown and the ever-critical extra point. So it is a 1-point lead here in the final minute of action. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Stafford. He'll buy some time right. And that is incomplete. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet, defend.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one.
This is the player card. Here you can see your strengths and